so multifaceted like a diamond. There's so many sides to it. You can be amazed at how much clarity you get in understanding your problem. You're still stuck. Because there can be another side to it, another side to it, and parts of it you haven't seen, and so you're still stuck. So therefore you always have to go into experience. And experience is where we grow, where we nurture. But I don't want to minimize, obviously, the role of understanding and insight. But you got to do something beyond it. Okay, all right? Now, let's play. We're going to I'm going to ask if anyone has a dream of any kind, and we'll take it through if you'd like to take it. You have one? Oh, that was fast. Thank you, first of all. Now,
now, I taped the dream, and I wasn't aware that I was going to be working on a dream tonight.
Oh, good.
So I can account for the memory, but I did tape the dream. So maybe my memory of the dream was better because I actually taped it.
Pardon me, your memory is better than the recording?
The tape,
Oh, okay. All right.
I haven't.
Okay, all right. That's true. That's always true. It's very important. If you're going to do dream work, you must tape. You must tape. And you can test it out easily enough. Tape your dream as soon as you wake up. Matter of fact, you will soon discover that you can wake up after you've had the dream in the middle of the night, tape it. Then in the morning, you'll probably say to yourself, you didn't dream at all. Turn the machine on, you'll be staggered to come and go, by heavens, there's one, too. Okay, test it this way, all right? Record. Don't listen to it. Then, write it out. Don't read it. Then later, give a verbal expression of the dream. And then, take a look at what you wrote and look at the differences. You'll see amazing and most interesting differences. But there'll even be more and more interesting differences from the recording. Therefore, since a dream must be looked at in as many images as possible, to the degree that the images are reliable and reflect your actual dream, the more it is and the greater the insight you get from it. So, enough said, all right? Thank you. Let's play.
I'm in a theater.
Ah, good. I like theaters. Yes, go right ahead.
And I'm looking up at the screen.
Pardon me?
I'm looking up at the screen.
Ah, good.
And when I look up at the screen, it says something like, you don't belong here. Like, I don't know what to make that. And then over.
Pardon me, did you say? I didn't hear that.
I'm sitting there going, so I continue to stay.
No, put words on.
I didn't know what to make of it.
Okay, all right, okay.
And then from overhead,
My heart's great, isn't it?
overhead, right over my head, there's a projector.
Okay. Yeah, please.
And the projector projects a message on the back of my hand. And the message on
Hold it. I happen to be good at drawing hands.
And the message on the back of my hand was something like, we use human beings for elbow grease. Like as a threat. And at that point I said, this is, I'm feeling like, now maybe I better leave. And as I'm exiting the theater, this young Asian usher, or usherette, can't remember, it wasn't a threatening person. Guy suggests I go upstairs. Just go, so I go up.
Wait a minute.
So I'm going up the stairs and down the hallway. And I go down this hallway, and to my left, I meet this other Asian male. Then like one of those 20-year-old Vietnamese types. Okay, and as we go down the hall to the left, I see what appears to me to be some that are dressed like gangsters. But I don't feel particularly afraid. It's an unusual environment. But and I keep going, and then they open the door at the end, and they step into this huge warehouse. And the warehouse has all these clothes, hung and hung and hung. It's either a clothing warehouse or a vast dry cleaning establishment. Well, I assume it's a clothing warehouse. It looked to me like a clothing warehouse. That's what I concluded it was. And as soon as I saw that it was a clothing warehouse, I realized that maybe I could have something in common with this Asian guy, because he seems to be an immigrant, gangster type. And I started telling him that my great-great-grandfather came over, was a Jew from Eastern Europe, and he came over to Canada and started to use cloth, gathered cloth and clothing, had a push cart, the whole business was in the clothing business. And the family had built that up. And then my grandfather built it up more for my father, lost everything. That's it.
When you get a dream, you write it down, then you go back over it, and you're looking for states of mind, that's all. What do? Look for states of mind. So the easiest way to do it is to go back over it, you see. Remember the first statement? You don't belong here.
Yeah.
How was that said? What state? If that voice were to come on now, how would you describe it? What kind of state of mind said
Kind of
that?
like, you don't belong here. I don't know how to explain the word that. It wasn't like they're really yelling at me or anything. It was a statement of fact. Someone telling me, you don't belong here. You're in the wrong pew. Something like that. You don't belong here.
Well, that's very important, right? You're in the wrong pew. It has that aspect to it.
Yeah,
right?
or something like you're
Okay.
drunk at the bar or something, and some nice people come and say you don't belong here, and if you remain, they're going to pick you up and carry you out.
So it's a kind of threat behind it.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. And then you throw your hands up, remember that?
Well, the projector, I didn't put my hands up.
Yeah, then the projector.
I just ignored what I heard. I just
Yeah.
ignored it. Then I saw this thread, another thread on the top of my hand. Image being projected from the light up above. Oh yeah, as I was sitting there, I was saying, if they got this theater that rigged, I remember thinking that, because I didn't take this either, but I remember it now, but I remember thinking in the dream, they've got this place, they've got this place in control. They got the projector, and so that both of that point, I said, I better leave. It was like, I realized that I was in an environment that was under control of something. Because it was overhead thing projected onto my hand.
Okay, if it's rigged and if it's controlled, with what kind of atmosphere or
I didn't belong there. It was like I was out of place.
It's different than this, though. Is it the same?
There was kind of, it was kind of like a threat again. It was still,
All right. Okay.
It was kind of like if the subtext was there is, we tear people from limb to limb, right? We eat children for breakfast or something like that. They said we use human beings for elbow grease.
Okay.
And that it was kind of like,